I think they're scared of us. Yeah. I think they're scared of us. I think they're scared of us. Yeah.
What is the deal, beautiful people? My name is Ramon. This is Lifestyles Defined. And on this channel, we talk about tech all day, every day. Today's topic, the Blackberry Key 2, my darling Blackberry. I'm so happy to see this phone. I guess I could be considered a Blackberry fan. I mean, I had the original Blackberry. You're looking like what, 2001, somewhere around there. So I've always had a Blackberry, even when it wasn't cool to have when I had one. I remember back in the days when you'd meet a young lady at a barbecue or something, say, hey, you know, let's exchange numbers, and they were like, exchange numbers? You get the fuck away from me. And they go, oh, you got a Blackberry? We can exchange BBMs. Like that was a thing for a very long time. So yes, I'm a Blackberry fan, maybe not a fanatic, but I've always loved Blackberries. And what I love about this one here, kind of like the HTC, what's happening with the U12, is Blackberry's DNA is all over this. What makes Blackberry a Blackberry is here. And I really like that about it. In fact, it's got that industrial design, and it's no apologies about it. And it's hard to describe industrial design and what that really means. But if you go back and look at the design language of some of the pre-Windows Phone Nokias and some of those Blackberries, you'll see that industrial design and what I'm getting at. So that's here. There's glass and metal everywhere, so good on them. And then on the front, it's just a Blackberry. There's a display, not too big, not too small, and there's a keyboard. A blast from the past. And what I like about them is I have it here. I got a Prev here. I was a fan of the Prev, or Priv, however you pronounce that. And then the original Blackberry Key 1 I thought was cool. I love what I saw there, and I think there were some great choices made on that device, and a lot of that spills over here. But there's a good bit of evolution. For instance, the display, the 4.5 1080p, which is okay, 3.2 aspect ratio, no beef with that. But they made the keyboard slightly taller, and then they changed the feel of it from the glossy whatever that was to matte. So, you know, people are loving that. I like that they put the fingerprint reader in the space bar. That's also super dope. There was this feature in the original Key 1 where, and come to think of it, it wasn't on the Priv. It would have been super cool actually, where if you hold down, you could map shortcuts to a key. So from the home screen, you hold down, like I, for instance, it launched Instagram. You hold down F, it launches Facebook. You hold down P, it launches Pornhub. And on the Key 2, they actually made this new addition key, a speed key, I think it was called, where you can actually do that from anywhere on top of any app. So that's cool to see them continue to evolve the product and the features. To the right, you've got these super tasteful tactile buttons. I always liked the way Blackberry did their buttons. That was always cool to me. At the bottom, you've got USB Type-C, and you've got your speaker grills. Nothing crazy. The top, there's a headphone jack. Good for Blackberry. Some people seem to think we don't need headphone jacks anymore. So again, this is sort of Blackberry's DNA. They give you sort of everything you need, the essentials to just get down to business. No frills, no thrills, but everything you need. I think that's dope. They even did some work to DTAC, and DTAC was, I thought it was a bit of a reach with a lot of these security features and always monitoring the health of the device. I don't know what DTAC does that default or regular vanilla Android can't do and keep you safe, but okay. It's a feature, it's there, whatever. In fact, you can download DTAC on whatever phone you use and check that out. So that's super cool. Their messaging app stuff is still there. I always thought BlackBerry's messaging app on the Android store was just bar none. The only problem I had with it is you can get most of your stuff in there, but you'd leave out, like, for instance, Telegram, Probably won't work in there. You can't get your Instagram messages in there. So there's some limitations, but I always thought it was dope. You get your text messages, you get your WhatsApp messages, your emails, all in chronological order throughout the day. That was always a strong point of BlackBerry, and it's good to see it here. I mean, the cameras, there's nothing crazy to report. People seem happy with the cameras. Okay, fine. I mean, if you really cared about a camera on your device, I don't think you'd be looking at a BlackBerry, but that's just me. Where this device kind of falls down or falls short for me is the spec. So it's sporting a Snapdragon 660, 6 gigs of RAM, and a 35 milliamp battery, 3500 milliamp battery. That 660 processor squarely places this BlackBerry in the mid-range game. And I don't like the mid-range game. I like the OnePlus game where they're technically in the mid-range because of the price, but everything that they offer is balls to the wall. I would have liked to see BlackBerry adopt that method, because part of the complaints of the original Key one was it was just slow as shit after a while. And this is something I can see on my Priv 1. I fired that thing up, and if it's doing more than one thing, it's super slow. It's almost like annoying. And going back and forth between something like that and a Galaxy S9, the performance is noticeably different. So I'm a little worried about that. And at that $650 price tag, I wish it would have been $500 if they're going to keep that 660. But I wish they would have bumped it up to something like the 845 and then charge us $700. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. But overall, I'm happy to see that this device is still here. I like how tastefully done BlackBerry executes on Android. They don't put too much in. Maybe the DTAC can be much, but they don't care about skinning this and skinning that. I think they do a good job. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. We got plenty more content coming. My name is Ramon, and I'm out of here. Peace.